Hello, and welcome to the Sunday meditation at the Light Institute at Galisteo and the Sanctuary of Light. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we divide our meditation into 3 parts, and we begin with your divine higher self, so that by seeing any kind of an image of it, you align with its frequency so that when you sit in meditation, you're really sitting as your true self. It's not the form of your higher self. It might be something silly, but the vibration or the qualities of it will serve you. And the higher self changes its form every time we ask. So we draw it into our body and we sit in meditation with our higher selves. And I'll make a little Om sound so that you can push the button on your apparatus and meditate for as long as you like. In the second part of the meditation, we reach up into the cosmos and imagine that we're pulling down a beautiful beam of pure white light down through the top of your head, down into your stomach. This stomach area, the solar plexus it's called, is the center of our emotional energies. And from there, we laser that white light out across the planet. So right there, we're contributing to the planet, back up into the cosmos. And we do this with the breath. We breathe in, pull the light down, and we exhale and send it out across the planet and back into the cosmos. The third part, another Om. The third part of the meditation, people ask us to use the energy that we have in our meditation for some good in the world. Today, the focus of our third part will be the protection of people. People around the world, because of floods, because of fire, because of homelessness, because of so many reasons, have lost their homes, their livelihood. They have nothing to protect them because of wars, etc. So we want to send light, which is the cosmic frequency of communication. It's the highest energy. It's how everything that is solid, including rocks, is made of light. And so when we send light to something, we're really nourishing it. We're really allowing a shift. And so we're going to send light. We'll ask what color. All of humanity needs to be protected so that they can continue the next octave of their lives. Ready? We'll begin with breath, because as you exhale, it will slow your brain down into a meditative state. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Hold at the top for a moment. And now, as if you were whistling, exhale twice as slowly through your mouth. Once again, breathe in through your nose. Hold and exhale through your mouth. Ask your higher self to take form for you. Any form, a rainbow, a being, a light, a tree, an animal, an equation. Whatever form it wishes to take for you, see what form it gives you. And draw that form close to your body so that you feel its energy surrounding and encompassing you. And now, draw that beautiful source, spiritual source energy. Create a space for it, an opening for it in your body, and draw that divine frequency into that space so that you're opening it up, you're purifying it, you're bringing it into alignment with your higher self. So find where it wants to come in, focus there, and draw that beautiful divine source energy into your body through that point. Allow it to flow through every cell of your body. And now, as you've created this beautiful opening, draw your higher self into that point. Draw it in and sit in meditation with your own inner voice, the intuitive essence of your soul, your higher self. Reach up into the cosmos and imagine that you are pulling a beautiful beam of pure white light. Feel it coming in through the top of your head, flowing through your brain down into your stomach, your solar plexus. And as you exhale, laser that white light out to illuminate our planet, to illuminate consciousness, across the planet and back up into the sky, into the cosmos. Breathe in, draw it down. Exhale, laser it out. And simply continue that pattern of breathing. It will take you into a deep state of meditation. Om. Gather up in your mind's eye all of the people, whether they're homeless or through floods or war or drought or whatever, they've lost their place. Just bring all of the millions of people on the planet at this time that are hurting so much. And ask them what frequency of light will give them protection now. Protect them from the elements. Protect them from each other. Protect them in all ways so that they can go to a new part of their lives. And just take the first color that pops into your consciousness. And whatever color comes to you, reach up into the cosmos and pull down exactly that frequency, that color, down through the top of your head and extend it out to all of those, all humanity who have lost, who have no place, who are suffering, who need the frequency of protection. And let that protection be the color that they ask for. And laser it out to them and feel that they are being surrounded and encompassed by that color, and that it's going into their bodies so that their consciousness begins to feel that they are protected in whatever ways they need. Good. Om. Now breathe deeply and open your eyes. There is another part to this meditation. It's called knowings. And people from around the world each week send us questions on topics that they would like for us to explore so that we can uplift ourselves and everyone who's participating. And Alison will tell us the questions that have come this week.
The first question is from a dear friend of ours from Hong Kong. I have a question for Chris for knowings. I'd like to know how our views regarding the Orcas sinking boats on the coast of Spain and France are.
I've heard about this as well. They are not playing. They are not wanting to make contact. They are feeling threatened by those boats. And what I feel is happening is that the seas in those areas, and actually all over. It's interesting that the orcas travel around the world. They can live in the Arctic areas, they can live in the tropical and semi-tropical areas. So there they are in France and in Spain. But what is happening is that all of the chemical pollutions, as well as, and this is what I pick up the most, all of us who are taking hormonal replacements and all of those kinds of energies, that's all going flushed into the sea. And the marine animals are being influenced by them. And so imagine a man who is taking an excess testosterone, and then it's peed out, and it goes into the sea. You would think that it would be so diluted, but there is that energy that the smaller something is, the more powerful it is. And what I picked up when I meditated on the orcas was that they were taking in not only the chemical toxins that we're putting in, which are disturbing their balance, but especially human hormonal energies and human thought forms and feelings that are also being excreted from our bodies are influencing them and causing a sense of violence. I am seeing a lot of anger and violence erupting from the planet itself, erupting amongst humans right now. And to think that orcas or other animals are not picking up on our emotional frequencies is not true. They are. They sense us in the same way that our pets sense us. And so the striking at boats, and we're also having in several places many attacks by alligators, by sharks, by all kinds of sea beings and water beings. Remember that water represents the emotions, and water is the great conductor. So anything that's put in water is diffused wherever that water goes. And so I feel that they're being subject to our anger, they're being subject to our imbalances that trigger, especially orcas, which of course are mammals like us. They're picking up those energies and being imbalanced by them and causing them, in the same way I'm finding humans to feel angry and emotionally upset. So this is occurring. And what we can do right now about that is to extend frequencies of light to the orcas, to communicate to them that not all humans are dangerous to them, not all boats on the sea are seen as some kind of something that's going to cause problems for them, hurt them. Because whenever we attack, it's because we're afraid. So another aspect of that I find interesting is that we eat a lot of meat. When we eat meat, we eat the fear of the animals that died to feed us. And again, that fear is being eliminated through our bodily functions and ultimately finds itself in the sea. So there's an uptake of fear and anger, and which produces that sense of kill or be killed kind of attacking energy. So let us send an energy to the orcas that's a message that we want to send, that we love them. So that you might feel it. What color do you need to feel our love? You might do it that way. Or what color do you need to not be influenced by the toxins in the sea? Or what color do you need to know that you are safe? Any of those kinds, or any way that you want to word it will do. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Bring the orcas, which are called killer whales, interestingly enough, into your mind's eye. And ask them what frequency of light, what color they need to not interpret humans as dangerous or boats on the sea as dangerous, or to, through that frequency of light, neutralize toxins that are stimulating their emotions, their nervous systems. However we want to say that, just ask them for the color. They will give you a color and see what it is for you. And now reach up into the cosmos and pull down exactly that frequency of light that they asked for from you, down through the top of your head into your solar plexus, and laser that color out to the orcas. And feel, just continue to allow it to come from the cosmos through you and into the orcas until you feel that shift, that they are calming down, that they are neutralizing toxins that are disturbing them. that they are coming into the balance of their own realities. And just send a little bit more light, whatever that color is, until you feel that they are receiving it and responding. And open your eyes. That's an exercise that I hope you will do again and again for them. Basically, I think they're also saying, because remember, we have put so many ships and boats and things into the sea, that there's an energy there, and I think this is true on the land as well. Get out of our home. The ocean is their home. Get away from us. And we're seeing the same kind of thing with bears, with other kinds of animals that have never attacked people, or rarely, that are coming in, sharing spaces with people, partly because we've intruded in their homes. And so we're getting this reactive conversation going on around the world, ourselves and the animal kingdom. And you and I can influence that by rebalancing this disturbance wherever it is. Thank you for that. Allison?
The second question is from Brasilia, Brazil. Chris, I know that the Light Institute doesn't give Incarnational Sessions at night. Why is this?
That's a wonderful, it's a very interesting answer that I will give to you. And that's because in olden times and in Eastern traditions as well, sunrise and sunset, the twilight zones, the shifting of light has been a magical time and viewed often as a dangerous time, but a powerful time. And what we do know about the human body is that at twilight or at nighttime, what in Chinese medicine is called the Wei Qi. It's like the auric field. It's the electromagnetic energy that radiates out from us, which is really a protecting and energy that says, I am present. As nighttime falls, as darkness falls, that energy comes into the body so that the body can sleep. So when we're doing incarnational work and we're moving into the astral, we might be moving into whatever kind of lifetime, whether it's a safe one or it's not, or whatever it is. There's a sort of an energy play there with the environment, with the ethers. And so we don't want to be moving into the astral and looking at all of these incarnations of our soul while our protective energy is pulling into the body so we can go to sleep. That's why we do it. We do it in the daytime when the auric field is strong, the electromagnetic energy is radiating out from us. And also, you know that many people are afraid of the darkness. And so anytime there's an element of watch out or I can't see, that's not a good time to be exploring the self on the deepest spiritual and looking at our Akashic records. So we don't tempt that at all. Of course, you're always safe, but there are these elements. So our work is always in concert with the time of year, with what's happening in the environments, the shift between daytime and nighttime. And that is why wise beings, and especially shamans and witches and all of the people who tuned in or utilize or connected to the environmental energies of nature, recognize that twilight as the time when the sun is being removed and the darkness comes. It's not a time to not be in full control of what you are doing. So we don't do it. And that makes everyone feel safe. Of course, when we do work at the Light Institute, we have a well-trained facilitator who's been trained for years who holds the light. Because again, looking at ourselves in many bodies, in many environments, where different things, different laws of energy, different cultural laws of goodness and badness existed at those times, were in play. We need that. We need that being encompassed by the light. The work that we explore is always fun. It's always magical. It always illuminates us. And so we protect that so that it is that way. I love you, Brazil. Allison?
The last question is from Los Angeles, California in the U.S.A. For Chris. I am an athlete in the public eye. I have a deep spiritual connection and I love my sport, but loathe the public scrutiny, which is often hurtful. Please give me advice on how I can stay in the higher frequencies when bombarded by mean-spirited negativity. Thank you for your wise, genuine answers and very positive energy on knowings.
So nice. Well, the answer is right there inside you in terms of that spiritual energy being above the fray. And that is to stay and allow and hold that place that you are, that you have been able to use your body in ways that are magnificent, beyond the normal, above what most people can do. And of course that causes jealousy and it causes self-righteousness, which is bring the other guy down so that I can feel good about myself. That's a very low and small kind of energy. What you want to do is to constantly be grateful that you have the skill to be a template. Imagine the millions of children who are not belittling you, who are looking at you and saying, I want to be you. And sometimes even the ones that abuse you with their words or whatever, what's underneath that jealousy, that attacking you is, I want to be you. And so hold that place. Be grateful that you are a template. And whenever someone bombards you, and I will show you how to avoid that right now, you want to be in that place that says, I will be the best template I can. I will show how to do this, and I will represent the beauty and the magic and the power of the human form. And I will carry that to inspire everyone. And then the second part of that, so you don't want to be a part of that. And so I would say to you, the hurtfulness, in a way, it's not about you. All of the athletes and all of the actors and all of the people with power, all of the templates in the world are constantly bombarded by negativity. And so what all of you, really want to recognize is that why is it that you allow someone to attack you or to hurt you? They may attack you, but you could turn that around because the giver has the power, my higher self says. And this is how I would do it. When someone attacks you, instead of trying to defend yourself, either by saying something back or hiding or recognize that this person is not their true selves. And that's why they're doing it. It's not really about the template. And it's worthwhile being that template. So if you want to discard that part of you that's available for that hurt. And this is how you do it. It's the direction of energy. When someone hurts you, whether it's in a letter or personally, in presence or whatever it is, in your mind's eye, immediately ask them, what color do you need from me to come into your own balance, your own true self? Recognize yourself. Or however you want to put that. In your mind, you say this, and it's instantaneous. You can do this while you're even talking to somebody. And whatever color they choose, then as we've been doing in all these exercises in consciousness, reach up into the cosmos, draw it down, and laser it out to them. If they're in your present, often they will blink their eyes and stop because everyone recognizes light. We're all made of light. And so in that way, when you are extending your energy, there is a law of nature, and that is that energy coming in to hurt you have to be equal to you or less equal to you, lower than you. Positive energies have to be equal to you or faster. So you can stop them coming in from hurting you by shifting around and directing the energy out through you and to them. And that way you're healing them, and you're also not participating. You're not in their negativity, in their pot of emotional imbalance. And this is what is important for you. Don't allow yourself to be hurt. Focus on the more visible you can be. Don't hide. The more visible you can be, thinking of all the people who want to learn from you, who want to be like you, and that in that way it will free you. Sometimes we take that hurt in because we wanted to be loved by them. We want to be admired. All humans do. If you admire yourself and you stay on that level, then you don't have to allow your emotional body to go, oh, they're hurting me. No, don't be hurt by them. It's not about you. It's about them. You can heal them. That's part of the gift that you have by being an incredible athlete, to inspire. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. And your own lifting up and moving through that in itself will ripple out through the ethers and help others to recognize none of us have to take in the negativity of others, because it's always coming from their own hurts. So again, you don't have to play in their movies. Play in your own. Great love, and I so admire you. Take in my energy of applause for who you are, and only that take in.